Good morning, welcome to Trade Setup in the morning Jumpstart for the 2nd of November. Okay, we had a sea of red overnight, major indices all lower, both in Europe and US. We had a poll come out from ABC News and Washington Post showing that Trump has taken the lead over Clinton. She's had a few problems with her emails, it looks like. We also had crude oil was lower, which also pressured the market, and the bond market was a bit of volatility in the Treasury bond markets. We'll take a look at the overall market now. SPY futures were lower by 36 points. S&P futures closed down 16.25 points. Big sell-off there. The FTSE 100 futures closed down 54 points. The DAX was down 179.5 points. Gold finished up $16. That was quite strong. Oil finished down 53 cents. The CRB index was down 0.47 of a point. And the Aussie dollar is currently around that 76.51 zone. Okay, let's kick it off with the Aussie 200 index, the daily chart. We can see the market has been selling off. It's been selling off for a few days now after it broke through that 53.78 level, 53.80. It's pushed lower the last few days. Did have a bit of a bounce, not yesterday, the day before, so it makes it Monday morning. It did have a bit of a bounce, pushed up, then we sold off yesterday and overnight, and we're pushing lower to that daily support zone. So we're just bearing that in mind. We may find buyers stepping just down here, but we'll just have to keep an eye on if that does push lower over the next few days. It is heading to oversold territory, meaning that the probability that move down will continue is getting a bit low. So we'll just have to see how that plays out. Okay, looking at the 30-minute chart now. We can see we were looking for that move down as soon as we built a lower high here at 52.91 into the close of day session yesterday. We were expecting that to push through that 52.63, which it did. We had a low at 52.27. So the key level for today really is if we get a retest at 52.27, or we push up and build that lower high again somewhere around that 52.63 or even higher, just sort of wash out some of those short trades, and then we start rolling over again and push down through 52.27 or just spike through that. We'll have to see how that plays out today, and obviously go into tonight's session where there's more weakness in the US. Looking at the Aussie dollar on the 30-minute chart here, we can see RBA announcement that's gave us strength in the market there and pushed price up through 76.19. It was trading just at that level, so it did spike through that level just prior to the announcement. It was well in overbought territory there, but really found some strength and pushed up quite strong. Now it did consolidate slightly going to the close of the ASX around that 4:30, 4 to 4:30, and then we saw that continued strength into the US session, the beginning of the US session. So it was about midnight there when we touched on that resistance level. Now that is just resistance of that trend down, or that major longer term contraction. So it'd be interesting to see what happens here. On the hourly chart we are in oversold territory. In the 30-minute we've just come out, so if we can sort of contract a bit higher, we may make that major lower high below this level here, that's 76.85, somewhere say it's 76.70, 60 zone. And then roll over from there and test back down towards that 76.19. We'll have to see how that plays out. It is showing a lot of strength though. Okay, looking at gold here, the 4-hourly chart on spot gold, we can see that major base at 12.50 is providing some support, major support, and price has worked its way off that level there, and we built a higher low at 12.62. Now price found strength overnight as there's a bit of uncertainty around US presidential elections, and it looks like there's one poll showing that, as we mentioned, that Trump has taken the lead. So that's maybe, if we see that uncertainty continue, we'll see gold prices continue to push up and up towards that 13.05, which may provide a bit of resistance there and a bit of reaction off that zone. Now if we do push up there and we find price makes a lower high after touching on that zone, then we expect it to roll over and have a bit of a pullback to produce more of a major higher low for price to continue higher. If we don't see that type of price action, we do fall short here and we build that higher low, sorry, the lower high, then we may see prices roll over and retest 12.62, or even push down and retest 12.50 or lower. Obviously that's down the track, it's a long way down the track, but we'll have to see how that plays out. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and we'll speak to you again tomorrow. And don't forget, traders, you can go to our YouTube channel to subscribe. Just go to www.youtube.com/c/TradeSetup AU, and you can view all the uploaded videos we've taken so far.